Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovative, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland of the 2A. 1v1 on road to Tunis. Yes, indeed. In the west stands Makros fighting for the German Army, Deutschland. Here with the 15th Panzer Division, 2nd Panzer Division, company backed up here by Italian troops with Italian combined arms, and this is the one, the only Ajax, the peace bringer, fighting here for freedom, democracy, liberty, and all that stuff here with the US 45th Infantry Division. We got Rifleman there, and noting he's not going for a lot of scouts and he's going very hard into Rifleman, it would appear, so that's definitely an interesting choice there by Ajax. In particular, considering how many players now with advanced infantry go heavy scouts, Ajax isn't kind of going the opposite direction. But while sandbags here, you can see Makros focusing on the southern munitions. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on them. Again, helps out a lot there as well. So, we're off to the races here. Ripening north, it's there, rifles are ready. There's the area there, continuing to flood onto the field here for Makros and Italia here. Also worth noting here, Pax is not focusing hard in the north, which is a different, also another, I would say, shift here, because most players on the east side here of Tunis always focus north towards the fuel point here, but Pax instead, I mean, he's obviously sending troops in there, but it seems like he's more focusing on the south here, so that is also an interesting choice here. In this case, it does mean that Makros is more heavily ensconced up already with the bike and the bestiary, ready to shoot down those Verdammte Amerikaner. Giuseppe and Mario there go down, giving their lives for Rome and Il Duce. And the Riflemen, of course, overcome them through sheer grit, determination, and, of course, democracy. In the south, the Riflemen continue to push forward, backing up the scouts here. So Makros here definitely found himself a bit caught off guard, I think, here by Ajax opening. Third Ralph squad out there. There, infantry over there. Go Ralph squad here solo on health, though I think Pax might be better off just getting an early medical station up and getting them healed up, because, yeah, at this stage, they're just going to, like, bleed up without really achieving much. And at this stage, we're really just, have to, like, just question, are you really achieving that much with them anyways at this point? And the harsh reality is just, no. That's a lot of manpower you could probably just save by just getting them retreated and healed up. Going for grenades first? Yeah, I get it though. He's up against the DAK. He wants to be ready for the bike, but also other light vehicles. While I do get the logic, I also really think he just needs healing for these guys, because, again, they're just going to bleed out. Like, that. Look at that. Like, full strength in terms of numbers, but less than half health in terms of health. They're going to bleed a lot there for Ajax. That's going to be a lot of manpower. He's just going to basically throwing out the window with that one. Anyways, in the south, the Riflemen fighting off against two Bezier squads. Again, not a winning engagement here for Pax. In with the Riflemen. And there you go, we got the Mark II pineapple frag grenade, obliterating two Italians there. Panzer Pioneers, the scouts here. Pax's infantry, they're being pushed to the very limits. They're being heavily damaged, and they're being forced away here. But there you go, managed to use one squad here, sort of a trap there to bait in the Bezier to hold out a bit longer. Pax, though, is definitely finding its opening here. Not quite as impressive in terms of just pure map control. But I imagine, of course, the plan is once he's got enough rifle squads out here faster than Makros has enough infantry to respond to that, he's going to have the advantage. Though, again, he is going to need that medical station, because now he's got multiple squads here that are definitely rather dinged up. Plus, with 4 rifle squads this early on, there's also just going to be the sheer amount of casualties it could generate. So, again, medical station could help compensate for that as well. Makros has taken up here with the light support company. Going first for the infantry support center obviously gets into the captain, but again, I think the priority issue at this point, make sure he's... Yeah, that's not ideal there for Pax. That's going to be an early wipe. It's only got punished for keeping a rifle squad this close to the enemy base with that low health and numbers. Also something to keep in mind, there's again, so what we talk about is the exit strategy for the unit. North here, Riflemen catching the Bestiary. Further up north, Scouts swinging rifles goes to the bike, trying to get closer, pop off a grenade. We can see the big sneak about, hitting the cutoff point behind the fuel point here. Makros trying to slow down the American fuel income. So what will Pax go for next? I'm guessing a motor pool here. But we'll have to see. Certainly a bit of a messy match in some respects here. Captain out for Pax Ajax. What is Makros? There you go. 5 support elements on the way. Like feelings, grenades for Bessieri. Other fun stuff. And Pax has this fuel point connected it to a very circuitous path there. Weapon support element, center net plus more rifle for Pax Ajax. So clearly, I think he's not going to go for the motor pool here, since might be relying on bazookas, maybe half tracks here against Makros. Was gone for a 4th squad of Bessieri, though it's worth noting here. And this can arguably said to be a slip of Makros. He didn't go for the bolter squad upgrade there, so we could at least have the new squad he called in there at 6-man. Of course, get the others up to 6-man, because that would certainly help them fight off the riflemen at an individual level here. So I argue that is a bit of a mistake there by Makros. Bit of a mistake. Unless, like, his plan is to rush out tanks, I guess, but even then, I'm not entirely sure he would then want, like, 4 squads of Bessieri. Or instead would, like, mix up things instead. So, definitely a bit of an odd move there. We got here ammunition storage for Pax Ajax. We got Ranger squads, of course, as an option. We also finally got that medic station up. They can get his men healed. And, of course, more crucially, get himself some cheap reinforcements.
We have infantry available in reserve, Commandant.
Up north, though, Pax Ajax and the men on the 45th have broken through, seized the northern side here from the German army. And there we go, we got the flak-filling anti-aircraft outfit there for Makros. Most self-propelled anti-aircraft units would have very much been either half-tracked or mounted on trucks. And in the case of the Germans, some were like mounted on cars. Like, not civilian cars, but still, German, military cars. Roughly, the size of a Kugelwagen, maybe a bit bigger than that, but still, 200 flak mounted on that. Fun fact, we actually got a breach here. Nice to see there. Such the underutilized ability, not that I don't understand, because again, as you might notice, this ability takes ages to go out there. In this case, you got lucky and the opponent didn't pay attention, but it also means your opponent can effectively counter it by just popping out the building and throwing a grenade at it. So, I think Breach definitely needs a relook at. Because currently it just involves much bigger risk than reward. Which ultimately just kind of kills the ability. Ambulance of the weather for Makros, definitely going to be helpful as well with all of his infantry. He still hasn't gone for the bolster either. I do wonder what Makros' game plan here is. But again, we'll have to see. I mean, it could be he wants to, like, rush out the M1340 medium tank. Meanwhile, Makros made great use of the bike to just hit Pax at the flanks. Got a half one there for Pax Ajax. Could be an anti-tank half-track, could be the anti-aircraft half-track. I mean, he could also intend to use it as a regular half-track, but that seems highly unlikely. Most players rarely use the half-tracks in-game for anything but, just upgrading them into something else. So I'd be very surprised if Pax Ajax just used it for, like, actual mechanized infantry tactics. I mean, it would be pretty cool if he did, but, yeah. Anti-tank half-track on the way there to counter his opponent's half-track. Map control-wise, continue to swing back and forth here, but Makros, I think, is definitely in some respects leading here over Pax. He's also got a bit of a lead there in terms of kills, so definitely strong early edge here. And of course, this is further exacerbated by just good harassment, which of course further hurts Pax's economy compared to Makros's. And we got the Pak-38. I don't think you've seen the half-track, but it's of course not uncommon to assume your opponent's going to have some kind of vehicle out at this stage of the match. And there you go, he went straight for the Breda Modelo 30, but again, not the Bessieri bolster early on. I wonder why that is. That just seems like a bit of an odd choice to me. In theory, I suppose you could see the logic, and he wants us to, reinforce as much, but at the same time, arguably, with a larger squad, that's also more damage, would also lead to perhaps, less bleeding, because they're going to be more combat effective. But, enough about that. We got 2 squads equipped there with the Breda Modelo 30. One of the worst light machine guns of the war, but, I suppose on the bright side, Italian squads were fairly well equipped with them, with 2 per infantry squad, so I guess that's that. Northeast squad push back here. Got the anti-tank half-track rushing in here with its 75mm gun there. I don't actually know if they had ones with semi-family guns in this case, but I do know the more common ones would have been mounting the M1 anti-tank gun on the top there. Fun fact there. The more fun fact is, the British also had those. I don't know why the Brits didn't get the other one at least. I would actually allow them to get, a tank destroyer there. That fit, sort of well with the whole North Africa scene. But, anyways, withdrawing here a bit in the southwest, Makros continues to lead here, and we got Pax Ajax with the BARs. Having lost another rifle squad though. With those goddamn Germans and Italians.
Listen up, boys.
No sign of tech yet here for Makros. Clearly quite happy with this current state of affairs. BARs are almost done here for Pax Ajax. Got the flak filling rushing in here. Right as the BARs hit. But we got the anti-tank half-track moving in here. Shoots and hits the terrain inside the 250 half-track. There's a bit rubbish luck there for Pax Ajax. Shoots and misses. Yikes, this anti-tank half-track is not really doing very well so far. But as all this is happening in the center, we can see that Pax is sneaking up a larger force in the south here, but it is clear this focus is on the center here. Got the bite there with the sticky bomb. Very good there for Pax. Definitely hurts Makros a bit. Limits his ability to harass Pax Ajax. And overall be a nuisance. But the center though is steadily folding here. And we got ammunition surplus upgrade there for Pax Ajax. No ranges as yet, but then again Pax Ajax is one of those user players who likes to go for the battle group but rarely seems to use the ranges if ever. So who knows? Mines being laid down here, of course. Makros take advantage of the position here that kind of creates a natural flow point here, bottleneck. So good move there. In the south, Rausch was being met with the flak feeling, getting absolutely mauled. Here we got the best area letting loose as well. Far up north here, right and dashing up the best area. Further up north again. Best area could threaten the field point. And we got an MG-34 here to try and halt Pax Ajax infantry. There's many rifle squads and of course the captain. Got Pax with a howitzer, the M2A1. Far up north, hit up and dashing at the Bezieri. What will Pax's next move be? Is the big question. MG-34 team are ramming here to support Pax Ajax. Not Pax Ajax, but Makros. I mean, it could end up supporting Pax Ajax if he gets it, but it's a bit too early to say.
Territory lost.
Quick few flares off here. Quickly get an idea of us the battlefield is looking.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Quick bit artillery fire there, but quickly dodge with the Bezieri. Bezieri moving up. Going for that cutoff point. All strain to man here, losing Robert and Eugene. I'm calling it the fact feeling is definitely a bold attempt here by Pax Ajax. I mean, if Makros isn't paying attention, it could get some damage in, but yeah. End up doing very little, and the cutoff point is once more being hit. Only aggressive field rush, and we actually got Pax Ajax with his machine gun of his own now, going for the 30 cal there. That is both sides coming here. I mean, obviously, also both sides have a fair amount of infantry with a light machine guns. And field north hit again, just constant attacks on the field points. Constant harassment, constant maneuvering around it. Almost got the southern field point. Got the anti-tank half-track on the move. We can also see that Pax or Makros is expecting this. Got the anti-tank pointing in the southern direction. Grenades in the Bezieri. Who are trucking grenades to catch driving into it, but no. Pax Ajax did not take the bait. Trying to rush the MG-34 here. Noting that there currently is a bug where machine guns can effectively switch windows almost instantly. It's been around for a while, unfortunately.
250 has been destroyed.
That was why I could like quickly switch between those two targets. I mean, it seems a bit inconsistent, but in many cases the machine gun will just instantly shift windows.
Territory lost.
Anyways, troops falling back here from the southern building, but the center remains, at least for now, under German control. That is slowly changing, and there you go. Panzerarmee Commando here for Makros. And the lightest Infantry Geschütz. No sign of much here out of Pax Ajax, just constant bleeding. Also, massive gap there in terms of casualties, 64 versus just 25, though there of course has been 2 vehicle kills. Bring up the 30 cal. Air-cooled machine gun there.
We have lost control of a victory point.
And immediately getting hit there by German light artillery. In the south here, fighting for the victory point, will ensue. Lone Bezier squad versus Lone Rifle squad. Rather than hitting victory to that def enemy, got a cross port on them, so that engagement should, I think, be firmly won here with Pax Ajax GIs. Makros's Bezieri are powerless, but second squad arriving here, turning the tide. Il Duce. Up north, the German forces are peeling away that Pax Ajax northern defenses, opening up a path to that northern fuel point again. Trying to hold a southern advance, but his 30 cal were heavily damaged. Got Bezier flanking it. We could see a wipe here on Pax Ajax machine gun team if he's not paying attention. Yup, too late here. Got the wipe. But we also got that machine gun wiped. That ends up being a trade-off here, which likely will benefit Pax Ajax more than did Makros. And we got armored reserves now for Makros. Interesting, because he did just also recently go for the light infantry gun, so he's going to have a bit of a cooldown there. I mean, he can't immediately call in anything out of it. As for Pax Ajax, advanced logistics and survival training are looking course to further boost his infantry presence.
Let me guess. You want enemy presence? We can't stay here.
Could advance logistics out soon, I think, to at least, get that cheaper reinforcement going. There you go. 3 fire drills. I mean, so far, though, we haven't seen the howitzer, so it's very possible he may not just end up going for it at all. This area they're holding up against advancing riflemen.
We have Tiger heavy tanks available to us.
Gap between the two sides continues to be quite massive in terms of casualties.
We are falling behind.
More than twice as many cases there, though, because again, Pax Ajax at least taking up 2 vehicles, though admittedly not exactly tanks. And even as the fighting is brewing up in the south, you can see there, Makros has now again forcing up north there to hit the victory point there, depriving Pax of valuable victory points there when he's already, in a bit of a tight spot. Still, he's almost briefly had a triple cap here, so he has actually managed to overtake Makros in terms of victory points.
Ammunition point is being taken from
Machine guns are being brought up. South, Bezier continue to move forwards. And the machine gun there is caught in a really rubbish situation there for Pax. Mines being laid down. Not a bad spot at all there. There we go, flak filling to the rescue. Back here. Healing, bit of reinforcement.
Panzer pioneers standing by.
Sandbags, part wire. A lot of mines here, definitely catching up there. Pax Ajax across several points here, suffering fair bits of damage. Right maneuvers the Bezieri.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Troops being forced back here, heavy fire. Pax Ajax, though, is fighting across almost the entirety of the breadth of front. Of course, so is Makros. A lot of light machines are just blazing a lead across the blistered center. We got another breach here by Pax Ajax. 2 in a game. 2 thumbs up to Pax Ajax.
We're losing grasp of a munitions point.
And there he goes. Sees the building. Makros forced there to withdraw.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Moving ahead with the anti-tank half-tech. Still no sign of like any further tech. At least more half-techs out of Pax Ajax. Admittedly, we're not seeing too much of the Makros. I suppose he could be trying to look for a Tiger tank already, though. Certainly does have some risk here. And he keeps firing, and he's going to take out that anti-tank half-tech no matter the cost. It's helped by the fact that Makros doesn't like any, snares or much else here, and his pack just got cleared out. Got the ambulance, of course. Pax Ajax living up to that American heritage and, of course, knocking out any ambulances. Bob, we gotta do it! For democracy! For democracy! Fire at the ambulance! Kapoo! Anyways. Rife squad on the south here pushed out. As the Bessie advanced there, Bredas are blasting away. Fun fact about the Breda 30 is it had sort of an external yet internal magazine there, meaning if that thing got damaged, you couldn't really load it with ammunition, since that was basically part of the machine gun. It basically was fit with stripper clips, so fun fact there.
Our capture point is being
Out to the
neutralized
Pax
by the
Ajax,
enemy.
another Pack 38 there, Makros, and an ambulance. Definitely is looking a lot like a Tiger.
Victory lost.
Of course, that was one of the many interesting design features of the Breda Modello 30 that kinda made it a bit rubbish.
2.5 ton. Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
And there you go, another ambulance out.
Proximity alarm near our
Bouncing on the
victory
center
point.
here, and there you go. Got the M1A2 ready here for Pax Ajax. We'll have to see what Phasmin. Right now, there's definitely a lot of targets to shoot at in the base. It was.
Victory point under enemy control.
It's like that is an attempt to take out the machine gun.
We have lost control over victory point.
305 is 256.
Attack crew is reporting in.
Fresh pack right there from Makros. He's dead in getting their fuel wise towards that Tiger tank. I mean, manpower wise, obviously a bit more to go. Ooh, that is a bit of risky push here by Pax. I don't know if he's moving in those rifles like that. That's definitely, very risky. He does get the flag feeling though. And we got smoke being deployed as well, but the scouts tank bombarding. Oh, we got the Pack 38 also at it.
LEIG out of action.
Light infantry gun cleared out. Pack misses the anti-tank half-tank. What a close call there for Pax Ajax. An absolutely brutal push. And we got the Luftwaffe calling in a strafe from 1 or 2 here. But Pax already there on the move. Dodges it. Like a gaming CEO dodging responsibility after he just shut down an entire studio and game after it didn't sell 10 billion copies. Panzer Peony rushing forward, anti-tank half-tank withdrawing here in the south. Rifle forced back. Makros has lost every vehicle except his ambulance there, and of course, that may just be a matter of time before that goes up in flames as well. Yup, we already got that. Pax Ajax his finely tuned sensors of ambulance distraction directing his aim. The south basically fighting off there, but they are left on their own here against several light machine guns. In the center, we got to push it on their howitzer. Going for an attempt destruction. Of course, if he had the munitions, he could go for artillery cover here. He does not, so he's going to have just to rely on everything else. There we go. He crewed it, but needs to fully destroy it, or Pax will just recruit it. And just start bombarding. There we go. This time with the machine gun. We can see Makros has repositioned his ambulance just a bit more, so the more obvious spot to shoot at is at least not where the ambulance is. Meaning Pax Ajax will have to work a bit, of course, to knock out the ambulance. We got another half-track for Pax Ajax. Another M3 half-track.
Taken a victory point.
Will it be another anti-tank half-tank? Will it be an ambulance of his own or doctor truck? Or will it be the M16? What will it be here out of Pax Ajax? Pretty rare to see an American player go for more than one half-track. Does happen. Does happen.
Any victory points. How could this happen?
There we go, second M3 ready.
Taken our territory.
Bessier charging himself to catch Ralph Goody by the southern fuel point. Makros is closing that Tiger tank. We got ammunition storage here for Pax Ajax howitzer.
Our forces are down to 200 points.
He is not upgrading it. Interesting.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
I think that's the first time I've actually seen an American player go for half tank and not upgrade it. Pushing up the center here. That's here fun against Rifleman. 168 versus 256. Rifleman suppressed here. But still, he managed to get Makros' fuel point on neutral. But Makros is betting everything on that Tiger tank. It also means Pax Ajax more time just to apply pressure to him. They're drawing back with a half tank there. There's Yeti caught out in the open, quickly forced back here. And back to the M3. One of several half-tracks the US Army overall operate. There's the M3, the M5, and the M7, if I remember correctly. The M5 was primarily used for Lend-Lease purposes, as it was less protected than the M3, and so, of course, the Americans kept the better ones for themselves. Fun fact, but there you go. Makros is called in the Tiger tank. But will it be able to turn the tide around here? We'll have to see. I mean, Pax currently doesn't exactly have a lot of anti-tank assets, so who knows? That said, he is going to suffer some wipes here. Yup, losing an A squad of Bessier. That is definitely a bit of blow there to Makros and the 15th Panzer Division. Ajax is almost caught up as well in terms of kills against his opponent. Got caches here for Pax Ajax going up. And it's worth noting, he's going for munitions caches to that. He's not going for fuel caches, but munitions. That is a very interesting choice there. And there you go, upgrading the other half-tanks and anti-tank half-tanks as well there. Perhaps planned along, perhaps just as a response to the Tiger tank, we'll never really truly know. Yeah, Tiger tank almost knocks one out. We've got two half-tanks now ready. One should have the target weak point there at least. There we go. Going ahead on the Tiger tank, another hit there.
We must act. Territory lost.
What will it be? You should start retreating, little half-track.
Shot fired there rather than getting blasted. And of course, targeting weak points was an actual thing. I mean, you'll sort of see, like, various versions of this. For example, the Germans would on say some of the gun shields and the packs actually paint, for example, the weak spots of the various tanks, depending on the front. Targeting getting right, of course, down to half health. And of course, there's also the somewhat infamous one of a French Sherman tank gunner who's like, had marked the various, in a sense, weaknesses of the various tanks where, the Sherman could actually penetrate. And of course, for stuff like the Tiger and the Panther from the head-on, it was basically just no. No. You're just not going to penetrate that head-on. Anyways, Tiger tank rolling ahead here. Yeah, not looking great here for Makros. Again, stalling for the Tiger tank really gave Pax Ajax so much more room to apply pressure. And Makros again just puts much of his economy on hold to try and go for the Tiger tank, just sacrifice so much against his opponents. That was definitely a bit of a strategic error out of Makros against Pax Ajax. South almost got the captain. Smashing it from the Tiger.
The victory point is being taken from us.
Ooh, close one. He's trying to take out the howitzer. It's almost got it. Got it. Definitely a blow there to Pax Ajax Democracy. Got the house as well there. Leaving nothing but a smoldering ruin, and his rifle getting crushed here. His ammunition storage is certainly also about to go kablamo there. We got both anti-tank half-decks just laying down high explosives here. There's the squad about to get wiped, and he gets the wipe. Heavy losses here for Makros. Pax Ajax in its fun again in the center. He's constantly displaying, I think, some good awareness of the rest of the battlefield, hitting the northern reach point, and ensuring that, you know, even as Makros is inflicting grievous bodily harm upon Pax Ajax here, Pax Ajax still has reason to smile and laugh at his opponent as he just grabs the rest of the map. Thumbs up there. But heavy losses here. Machine crew got wiped out. He's rushing at the Tiger tank, sending the half-techs, rather than moving and snaring it. As the half-techs just keep blasting. There you go. Veterans on the other one. Tiger tank is getting blasted here with the heavy fire there from the instinct half-techs. Rav squad's about to get knocked out. He's clearly willing to sacrifice it in the hope of taking out the Tiger tank. There we go. Target weak point, and the Tiger tank is down. Loses a half-tank, but I think everyone here could agree on that sacrificing an anti-tank half-tank for a Tiger tank is a really good trade. That's enormously good there for Pax Ajax, and painfully bad here for Makros.
Our final 50 points, hang by a thread.
Of course, the US Army would retire their anti-tank half-tanks alongside the British once stuff like the M10 tank destroyer was introduced, and most of them, if not all of them, would be sent over to the Soviet Union by the program. But they would use them in close other places, the attack on Berlin in 1945. So, fun fact there.
Territory lost.
Very fun fact. We got 41 was 240 feet. There's the area being hunted down here. In the south of Rapid advancing, we got Rangers out for Pax Ajax. It honestly feels more like, you know, just
A victory point is being
him
taken
flexing
from
at
us.
this point. More than anything else. Like, odds are not looking great for Makros here. Could, I suppose, try and go for a Pentaphone, some Assault Grenadiers if the cooldown has ticked down. I don't think it has.
Victory point lost.
I think trying to store for another Tiger tank here for Makros would be straight up insane. So right now, US forces, of course, have laid...
Vehicles available.
Okay, there we go. We got the Pentaphone there with the Assault Grenadiers running along there.
We're losing
Basically calling reinforcements from Company Reserve there. Rangers that just cutting the way through Makros here. With a hot knife through butter.
proximity alarm.
31 points left here. Rangers diving in, and we got a strafe around the center point here.
We're losing ground. Forward munitions drop. The enemy has taken a victory point.
Continued brutality. Rangers though overcoming the assault grenades from the system of the Panda 4. It just wasn't enough here. Admitted they are better. There you go. Assault grenades wiped out. Painful there for Makros.
Our victory point is being neutralized by
About to get the Rangers. That would certainly help ease the pain a bit, but the problem is he's still not in a great spot here. Machine's about to go down. Rangers went down. Half-tank though dodges out of the volley. Then up north, guess he misclicked here.
The victory
You
point
by
is
the
being
minimap.
taken from us.
Definitely found that minimap clicking at times. You think you actually got it. You certainly like the cursor makes it look like clicked on it, but somehow they still managed to miss it.
We have 25 points.
24 points left. Makros is hanging on
Victory point under enemy
by
control.
a thread. We got more rifling out of Pax Ajax. Straight up attack on the center here. Captain calling an artillery machine there. White Pax in a really terrible spot here. This could be a big haul again for Pax Ajax. Need to get the machine out of there at least, I think.
Anti-tank crew have been
Pack
neutralized.
wiped. Snares off.
Only 10 points remain.
He's rushing in the anti-tank half, you can see there. As soon as the anti-tankers are gone, and they're going gating the Pentaphone, popping target weak point. Once more, the news from Makros are anything but good. go, GG. GG. Game over. Game over, ladies and gentlemen. A brutal fight here. Pax Ajax definitely had a rougher start there, but he was slowly turning around. Again, Makros, I think, compounded that slow comeback there for Pax Ajax by again trying to go for a Tiger tank in the manner he did. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial News and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.